Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Tactical Mind, my name is Lost, so welcome back to one of my videos. So today's video, as you read from the title, is the top 5 solo queuing attacking operators. So about 6 to 8 months ago, I made my very first video, which was solo queuing operators, right? And so every 6 to 8 months or so, I'll be making a new video like this. Because obviously the game changes, there will be updates, and new operators, most importantly, new operators will be coming out within that time period, right? So that's why I'll make a new video, because the meta will change, the game will change, and all that stuff. And without further ado, let's go and jump right into the video. Alright, and for number 1 on the list is going to be Thatcher. And yes, I'm going to be ranking them from 1 being the best and 5 not being the worst. But still, like my top 5 personal operators for solo queuing, that will be the best to use. So number 1 is Thatcher. As the time goes on in this game, more and more operators will be added on both teams, obviously, and most importantly, the defender side. Thatcher will always become stronger, even with the recent nerf added to him, where he just disables gadgets now instead of destroying them. He still affects a lot of the operators on the defending team. And just to take that into account, we're going to count how many out of the 28 defending ops that Thatcher, that one operator, can deal with and that can counter. So Smoke, yes. Mute, yes. Castle, no. Pulse, yes. Doc, no. Rook, no. Capkin, yes. Tachanka, no. Jaeger, yes. Bandit, yes. Alibi, yes. Maestro, yes. Vigil, yes. Ella, yes. Legion, yes. Mira, no. Echo, yes. Cab, no. Valkyrie, yes. Frost, no. Clash, yes. Kahid, yes. Mazi, yes. Warden, yes. Goyo, no. Wilma, yes. Oryx, no. And Melusi, yes. So if you're counting with me, this is 19 out of the 28 defending operators. That is almost 70% of the defending roster team. That is 70% of the operators defending that one operator, Thatcher, can fucking counter. So that is my reason why he's in the number 1 spot. Yes, he is banned a lot in the ranked games. But in some maps such as Coastline, he's not banned as often. And he's still usable. He has a great kit. He has the AR-33 and the L-85 for his 2 primaries. Yes, he does have the shotgun, but honestly, I use that to meme or dick around if I want to. Back in the first video, I would say the AR-33 was my preference. I just switched over to L-85 because obviously I've grown and mature since then. It's still not a bad gun, but there's so many more benefits to L-85. It's harder hitting, has a bigger magazine capacity, and a lot lower recoil. AR-33 isn't that hard either, but there's lower bullets in it, lower fire rate, or lower damage, and a higher fire rate. Overall, L-85 is the gun you should be choosing. For the secondary, the reason why he doesn't have the SMG-11, or at least what I like to think, is because he's such a powerful operator in his own. That's why he's not given that secondary option. Every SAS operator has the SMG-11 besides Thatcher, so keep that in mind. And his gadget is, of course, Breaching Charge and Claymore, and depending on the map, and if you're solo queuing, I would switch or rotate between one of these. So number 2 on our list is Zero, or what I like to call him is Sam. He is the newest operator in this season, Shadow Legacy, Year 5, Season 3. And in my opinion, I am just so fucking happy that he added another information operator. Basically the first one for cameras on the attacking team, because intel is everything in this game. When you go to the defending side, I'm going to keep referring to the defending side a lot. They have so many operators with cameras. I don't even want to go through them like I do with Thatcher, because there's, again, just so fucking many. There's like at least 5 of them that are just camera-based ops. But the fact that Zero has 4 Argus cams and 2 drones with a total of 6 cameras, he can watch every fucking corner of sight. He can watch your flanks. He can watch everything everywhere. And dead teammates or himself can watch it while you are either clearing out sight or planting in the site. So what I mean by other information operators, and I think a few of you new people won't know what I'm saying, information ops on the attacking team are operators like Lion, Dokkaebi, Jackal, and Ayana. So the 3, they're kind of toxic, but those are classified as information ops because they give you info where the enemies are, right? Lion's EE1D, he tracks them if they move, and then ping what does them with a red ping. Dokkaebi has a logic bomb. She calls the defenders, and their phone vibrates, and it gives us a sound cue. Jackal does a direct, where they're at, and he does also a ping for one specific operator. Ayana kind of has like a second drone with her ability, her Gemini replicator, that she clones herself and she runs to objective and she get info without being injured or without hurting herself or her teammates for that. So technically, Zero would be the 5th information attacking operator for that. And one, Intel is extremely strong, and his guns are insane. His new gun, the ST3000K, with a 45 damage and a 800 fire rate. He has a small magazine with only 26 bullets, but it's still extremely powerful. I am in love with this assault rifle. In fact, I think this season alone, I almost have like a 2.0 KD with him. The MP5 is his secondary primary, but in my opinion, assault rifles on attacking is much more stronger. Yes, the MP7 is a very popular gun. It's very strong as well, but I usually run the 3000 all the time. Of course, he has this 5.7G with this suppressor on it, and his gadget nades and claymore. And just to throw it out there, always run grenades on an operator that has them, right? If they have breaching charges or claymores or any other gadget, flashbangs, whatever, nades are always better because you can destroy utility. You can get rid of maestro cams, shields, the hard utility, along with you can get a kill or an injure, right? So it's always important to bring frags. They're very important. Number 3 on this list, I have Capitao. So I myself don't play Capitao a lot, but the few times I do, again, especially when I'm solo queuing, he helps tremendously with assisting of planting the bomb. Of course, his crossbow, he has 2 bolts for fire and 2 smoke grenade bolts. Jaeger does not counter his bolts, and Womai does. So for the most part, depending on what rank you're playing at, but even up in the plats, I have not seen Womai played a lot. And in my opinion, Womai is a strong and underrated operator that a lot of people think he's trash. His kit maybe is not that strong, but his ability and his setup, what you can do with him is pretty strong. But back to Capitao. Again, he can bypass Jaeger, and for the most part, he can get his bolts and his fires inside and assist with planting the bomb. When it goes with his kit, he has the Para 308 along with his M249, his LMG. So the stats on these guns are exactly the same, as you can see. The difference is just the ammo capacity and the recoil. I'm not a fan of LMGs because of the long reload time. Yes, you can pre-fire and you can kill a lot more, and I get a lot often, I guess. But I just like the flexibility and the maneuverability with the assault rifle instead. His gun, his 308 has a little bit more kick to it. His M249 does not have much recoil. Of course, his only sidearm, and he has a hard breaching along with claymore. If you're running Capitao, might as well use more aerial denial and use a claymore. So at number 4, we have Gridlock. I classify Gridlock as an area denial attacker, and there are very few area denial attackers on the team. There's Cap, Gridlock, and Nomad. No one else really does that job on the attacking team. But of course, she has 3 track stingers. They cover a large area. They deploy faster with a recent buff, and they do 10 damage per tick. If a defender wants to get through that area that Gridlock placed on her track stingers, they have to make a lot of noise. And of course, noise is not good in the game when you're drawing it to yourself. Because again, it's drawing it to the defender's attention, and attackers will come around, either hold an angle where the defender might come through, or might just get aggressive and kill the defender right off the bat. Of course, it's bad for them, and they don't want to do that. So it's a hard choice for what defenders want to do, if they want to come flank, or if they don't. Moving on to her kit, I really like Gridlock's kit. I mained her for a little bit, and she's not a bad operator at all. So she has the F90 and the LMG saw. Of course, I would run with the F90 instead. She has a faster fire rate, a 31 round mag, along with 38 damage on the gun. And she has ACOG along with just a normal grip, vertical grip. Now with your secondaries, there's no reason to pick the SDP. There really isn't. Super shorty all the way. This is why I like her kit so much, because I don't have to run breaching charges, and I love smoke nades on operators. Smoke ops like, you know, Capitao, Ying, Dokubi, Jackal, any operator that have smoke grenades is powerful because you can block off visually an area, and they won't know exactly what you're doing, right? They don't know if you're pushing them, they don't know if you're planning, and all that stuff. With her super shorty, she doesn't have to use her ability. Like, she can't use her ability to open up hatches. But what operator do you know that can open up hatches without using their ability, right? Only DMR operators, you know what I mean? So she can open up hatches, make rotates for herself. So you go through using super shorty, and she can use smokes to visually deny an area. So at number 5, we got Nomad. So I put Nomad in the 5th place instead of the 4th place is because her gadget, although it does watch flanks and does area denial just like Gridlock's gadget does, it does not take up a large amount of area. It's not a physical item that can do damage such as Gridlock's track stingers. Yes, it means allow sound cue to notify any attackers in the area saying, hey, there's a defender coming by here. And along with that, it denies the defender maybe a second or so, I can't remember, a second or so of time before they either choose to run away or to aggressively push you. And of course, you can set those up to watch your flanks. Again, a lot of change with me personally. I, for some reason, ran the ARX 200 because I saw, oh my god, 700 fire rate along with 47 damage. Yes, that is good. My aim is not good enough for this though. It's a small magazine, and honestly, a 40 round assault rifle mag is pretty fucking strong. It has a slow fire with 650, but the damage is 44, and she also still has ACOG on it. So you know, you can't go wrong with ACOG. I absolutely love the AK-74 for those reasons. Her sidearms, thankfully, you don't have to use this fucking thing anymore. I'm not a god using this goddamn sniper pistol. I use her second one instead. With her gadgets, again, you're solo queuing, you can't go wrong. Depending on the map, if there's a lot of soft breaching or a lot of hatches on the ceiling, and there's not a soft breacher that your team picks, maybe go breach and charge. If you need to help your teammates burn ADSs, go flashbangs. Alright, and that's all for today's video. I hope everyone enjoyed my top 5 solo queuing attacking operators. The reason why I picked these top 5 is because the last 3, they are pretty much area denial and flank watch. They can control a portion of the map, a section of the map, or the room that you were in that you want to control, of course. Of course, Zero, like what you said, he is intel and you can watch your flanks. Thatcher, he can disable cameras and traps. So that's why I chose those specific top 5. Guys, we are almost at 300 subscribers. Again, I'm so happy. I want to apologize why it's been like, I think it's been like 7 days or a week since my last video. I don't want to say I've been sick for the last 3 days, but I've had a really strong headache where I just felt weak, and I couldn't do anything, and I tried to make this video, and my voice is just scratching up, and it was really bad. Honestly, I want to do a bloopers on it, but I don't know if you guys want to waste your time, watch me get pissed off at myself, because I really did like 20 takes of like the first part of the video and got so mad at myself that I couldn't do it. I just gave up. It hurt, but I'm trying to be as frequent as possible with posting videos. Again, I wanted to post at least 2 a week. I think I'm doing a good job. If you think I can improve on anything, shorten my videos, just anything like that, any feedback will be appreciated to me. Again, I'm almost at 300 subscribers. I really want to get to that point before the end of the year. That's 2 whole months. That's 60 days. I think we can make it. I usually average around 28 to 30 people per month anyways. So again, if we can make it happen, guys, please do. If you guys have friends, if you have new players, or just, you know, tips and tricks they don't know, or if they solo queue a lot, please share my videos, share my content. I plan to make thumbnails for the future. It just means a lot to me that you guys are here in the first place. It really does. And without taking any more time, you guys, just thank you. Have a nice day.